Dogecoin has had an unreal.
¿Cómo puedo ver el description? Ah, mirad ahí. Ok, nice. Vamos entonces a modificar esto mejor. ¿Puedo modificarlo mientras esté en el directo? A ver. Yo creo que no. Está bien, pero ya por lo menos aprendí eso. No se ve mal, no se ve mal. Estoy explicando lo que voy a hacer. Ok. So. Empezamos. ¿Lo maté? No. Ok. Puta mosca. Compré bastante lejos, pero bueno. ¿Qué será eso? Perdón. Ugh. Esto es increíble, esto es increíble, o sea, what the fuck, cómo atacan, o sea. Ok, vamos a ir a AMC. AMC. A ver.
In our economy? And the second question, how can APES bring change on the government level to ensure the stock markets and the governing bodies are fair and are for the people instead of for the 1%?
I tell you this, and I told friends ever since this GameStop thing happened, which don't forget, that company's in Grapevine, Texas, about 5 miles from where I grew up. So anyway, the point is, absolutely, this is critical. This group of apes, as they call themselves, need to be proud of what they're doing. They need to grow and grow and grow, and it needs to grow internationally also, because this is not just a U.S. problem. This is a worldwide problem. As I said last time, from trusted resources I know, this is a $250 trillion approximately problem and growing worldwide. What is it in the United States? I hear all kinds of numbers, but at least 100 trillion. Now that counts stocks, bonds, credit default swaps, derivatives, T-bills, for God's sake, that are being counterfeited. This all stems from electronically selling something you don't deliver. So what can you do? You can continue to grow. You can continue to speak out. You can continue to try to co-invest with each other in some legal way to where you can become a bigger bully than they are, for God's sake. Pick out the companies that you think are meritorious and go stand up for them. Okay, that's number one. So nobody has ever thought about doing that like you've done. So hoo-ah, as they say, to you men and women who are doing that. Number two, write your congressmen, write your senators, send letters to the SEC, get on the internet, educate people, demand transparency, demand change. It is in its very base level, financial reform. It talks about me being, a legal advocate for financial reform. That's a nice way to say I'm sick of this crap and I'm going to stop it. Okay. So the bottom line is that you can be a big part of this. Frankly, what you're doing is mission critical to the cause. Keep it up. Do everything you can, every form of communication, every form of demand, every form that you can legally do it. Challenge.
Hey, did you call our neighbor Mrs.
To protect your interests? They owe you duties. They need to be doing something. So at the end of the day, you got to work against the companies that aren't doing anything. You got to work against the regulators who aren't doing anything, and demand change. And until that gets to the point to where the people have rebelled long and hard enough, it's not going to change. Frankly, what we're doing is good. It exposes it. And what we're fixing to do, which is build it up and do a much bigger group of cases, that's coming, ladies and gentlemen, is still not going to be big enough. It takes an enormous movement. Why? Because these people, are involved in the Fed, they're involved in the World Bank, they're involved in all of this. So this is what my friends refer to amorphously as the cabal. Okay, we're taking on the cabal. Who is that? Well, you'd have to kill me and shoot me because I really don't know. I know that there are I know who some of them are, I think, but I couldn't prove that in a court of law. I know it exists. It is a group of super elites and super wealthy people that control a lot of the world's economy. I don't know how big they are, who they are necessarily, but I know that they're involved in this, and we need to stop it. We need to demand fairness, honesty, integrity, and justice. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave, justice for all. Never forget that, okay? And I can assure you, this Texas gentleman will not ever forget it.
Thinking there's a new sheriff in town. You've got to be very careful shorting these stocks if you think they're going to zero. This Reddit crowd organization, the whole move to find these very, very short positions and then use this organized methodology. It's almost like this. We tried to do this years ago with institutional trading, and it didn't work. These guys are doing it on the internet, on social media, and it's working, and it's incredible. It gives a chance for new life. I see no problem with AMC raising capital here, because now they can basically take their IP, which is their brand, and try and pivot. Whatever's left in movie going, I have no idea, but you can take a brand and you can take $200 million and you can fix it. And so if you're short this stock, you're really hurting. Jim's. Well, the first thing you have to do, and I've done this, I've joined the Reddit crowd, I ride with the herd, I have a Robinhood account, I'm all over this. I am looking at a plethora of communications, synchronized communications on this situation, unbelievably organized in a way I've never seen done before. So I'm watching, and I tell my own guys, do not short anything right now, because if you don't know where the herd's going next, you're behind the 8 ball. So they're changing the behavior of the institutional investor, and the companies are taking advantage of it. I see nothing wrong with this. This is the new world. And if you don't get on board, you're going to get caught in a wicked short squeeze. There must be hundreds of millions of dollars being lost right now by all of those hedge fund guys, whoever they were, that said AMC is going to zero as a result of the pandemic changing people's streaming behaviors and how they watch their content. Wrong-o. That's not what's happening here. This company has breathed new life into it by getting cash, taking advantage of a ridiculously priced stock. I'm not saying it's a buy or a sell. I'm just saying this is new and it's here to stay. Well, and it's changing behavior.
Well, Jim, but in terms of looking at this as an us versus them, I'm sorry, I'm not buying into that. I think that's dangerous. And again, look, there's a lot of people, there are a lot of short sellers out there that have been borrowing stock they didn't have. In other words, yes, I think there are dynamics where retail investors can get caught, but it's really a dynamic where I think this is going after bad companies.
That's my first takeaway. My second takeaway is either the SEC is looking the other way, or they simply don't have the staff to handle this. I guess it depends on the case. I do believe there's a lot of people at the SEC that do work hard to try to stop this. But there seems to be a lot of others that frankly, I don't have a lot of respect for, that aren't doing much. Either way, whether it's, underpaid and overworked, or whether they just don't want to mess with it, whichever it is that system that's allowing this to happen. The fines and the consequences are not commensurate with the crime. That's a takeaway. Number two, the fox is in the hen house. It's that simple. The DTC is a self-regulatory organization. The DTC, and actually the DTCC, that's the parent company, is owned principally by the prime brokers, the New York Stock Exchange, and others. They clear, almost $1 quadrillion of financial transactions per year. They are virtually untouchable, if you think about it, because they have immunity for their quasi-regulatory function. Now, they don't have immunity, just like the exchanges don't, for things outside their regulatory function. There's some recent cases in the Southern District of New York on this issue that are quite interesting, that are working their way through the court system. So in other words, you do things, stealing would not be something within the course and scope of your job as a regulator. So believe it or not, there are some lines, I think, being drawn. So the case for Overstock, I'm not handling that case. So that's
next question. Have either Lucy or Wes witnessed the SEC take strict action to market makers and brokers facilitating fraud?
¿Dónde está? Aquí.
that have been borrowing stock they didn't have. In other words, yes, I think there are dynamics where retail investors can get caught, but it's really a dynamic where I think this is going after bad companies.
Qué hijos de puta son, todo el mundo pensando que era real.
There are a lot of short sellers out there that have been borrowing stock they didn't have. In other words, yes, I think there are dynamics where retail investors can get caught, but it's really a dynamic where I think this is going after bad companies.
Manipulación del fucking... Espérate, no, yo puedo retweet esto. Let's fucking go. Creo que si hago esto también puedo poner un emoticon. Un emotiquito. De animal, no hay por ahí. De animal. Y bueno. Tenemos una mano. Diamante no hay. Tampoco. Ya lo por lo menos dame diamante, carajo. Un diamantito. No. Sí. Me lo va a dar. Diamond. Hands.
Now, this is the last question. Actually, there are two questions, but they belong together. Do you believe that this new wave of
Oh, este fue el post del cabrón que... Está importante también. Guardar esto. La prueba existencial de que sí está pasando lo que está pasando. ¿Tienes miedo, Tacho? Sonaron los truenos y tienes miedo. Interesante. Seguir metiendo información ahí. Oh my god. All you have about AMC before the squeeze happening will literally go down in history. User fill apps, display headphones. Get your whole apparel here. myshopify.com. Vamos a ver cómo lo hizo. Hizo una buena vestuarización. Me puso una camisa. Gildan. Oh, Dios mío, esto le va a picar a la gente. Dios mío. Pobre gente los que compran esto. Oh, Dios mío. Gildan. Ah, amigo, esto va a picar con cojones. Sea la puta madre, hay una mosca. ¿Dónde se metió una mosca? ¿Cómo se metió una mosca? La voy a matar con mi gorra. Con mi super gorra voy a matar esta mosca. Thought on SNDL? Oh, bro. I hope SNDL is like a good shit, bro. Like, okay. So, if you go here, where was it? This volume is okay, but if you go for the date, like it was June 2, I think. On the 2nd, it was June the 2nd or the 3rd. If you go to the volumes, like you'll see it was like 800,000. Like 800,000. It was even more than AMC, which is like, what the fuck, right? So I do believe it's happening. It happened before. I was there before when it happened before, like months ago. I'm still very new in Webull, so I don't know how to like manage it very well. I'm being honest here, but I do know how to show you on much better on my portfolio on Robinhood. I started using Webull like 4 days ago. I just didn't want to keep adding on all the application. I got Ameritrade, I got Charles Schwab, I got Robinhood, I got Coinbase, crypto. Fuck, you know, I just didn't want it, but it's really good Webull. I really recommend if you can do the change, do it. I don't want to get through the process of changing all my stock without selling it. I don't want to sell everything to go to Webull. I want to transfer what I have, and that takes a lot of time, and you cannot trade with this. So I don't want that shit. So this is my portfolio. I play on SNDL. I play too high, I guess you can say, because if you go here, you can see here I enter like at 130 and currently is at 109, which is I'm losing 20 cents already, like 27 cents already. I'm down, but I don't mind. I don't care, bro, because this is gonna be like going back, and this time it's going back hard. There's an order flow here. There's not too many order, like deep order, which is good and bad at the same time. This large order is bad for us because it's on the selling area, not on the buying. So that's a bad one for us because it's people that are willing, basically making a wall, willing to sell. If we don't have too much buy pressure, they just made a wall, and based on that, that's why we see the decline that we saw. And yeah, it's a little bit harsh because I did this when I didn't know this, but nope, it doesn't look like gonna be like that. It's gonna be more like this, and that's not even right. So we're gonna be testing new levels of resistance, hopefully no, but yeah, it's already gone down here. Maybe a good consolidation here. So I don't know what to think right now, but I do know one thing: the squeeze is gonna happen. There's so many short interest. The short interest in this is high, and that's what we need. Know that it's been shorted, and if we hold, we buy, and we hold, we can make it happen. We can make the short squeeze at least a little bit. We don't have to like make a lot of profit. So I went in, talking about that, I went in with 750 shares. That's currently what I hold. I hold. I'm losing $194 already. So that's that. But I don't mind. I'm holding. Like I said, I'm gonna be holding this sundial until it goes back to what? Let's see, 3 months. It did the 295, but that's not true. That's not true. Let's see. Let's go here. That's why I like Webull better than Robinhood, just because of this. As you can see, you cannot see exactly what's happening over here. You can, like, you go here, right? So I just need to go here, 6 months, and I can see that it went almost to $4. This time, if you see what's happening here, the same happened the day before. It went like boom. So one thing that I don't like is the 50-day moving average is under the 200 moving average, which is basically bad for us right now. There is no momentum, but the trend is there. The trend is there. It's just there's no momentum. We just need the momentum, and we had it. Like we had like a 800 volume. This day we had like a 2.2 2 million volumes. Okay, so I like here because if you go here, you see the volume 865 over here. You see the volume, right? So that was right here, right? And that made this go down, right? But then it's just boom, okay? So let's go fast forward and let's look the volume here. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. I remember it. I'll find it. I'll find it. It was exactly 800. It was like, what? Where is it? I don't know, but I'll find it. Oh. It's like 2 days ago. Let's see. June. Oh, okay. June is over here. Perfect. So, right here. You see? Right here. You see the huge fucking volume that we're talking about here? So, if I go to 1 day, I can see it much better right here. No? Let's see. June the 2nd. Nope. June the 2nd. Perfect. Where is it? Where is it? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Holy fuck. It's here? It's hiding from me. 1 day, 4 hours, maybe? That show it better? Nah, it will not show it. It just happened. Like it happened so like so that's. But yeah, there's a lot of volume, and volume is all you need. Like volume is all you fucking need, bro. So I pretty much think that it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go up. Hopefully. I think we are right here. So this is what I believe it can happen, and people are thinking that it's gonna die. Like it can happen like double. Like you can have this but double, like $8, $10. And with good PR, this can be really good because there's not been any good PR coming from this company other than the traditional that everyone knows that if legally the legalization like all United States federal level, that would be amazing for this stock, but that will not happen. And one other stock that is gonna do the same way is Tilray. Tilray is gonna be the same fucking shit. Same shit. Tilray. It's the same. It's the fucking same. If you check this and Tilray and SNDL, it's the same. It's the fucking same. It's being manipulated the same way. The same way. Reasons why it's gonna go up the same ways. So if you invest in Sundial or Tilray, you might expect the same returns. Might expect it. All we need is volume right now, and there's a fucking huge wall. What the fuck? You just noticed. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, so hopefully this make me money. No, papá, tranquilo, no pasa nada. Tranquilo.